Pretty decent fish right here. She sees it. Oh, man, that was aggressive. That's what I'm talking about right here. Good fish. About a month ago, I filmed a video right here on this same lake that ended up being kind of a breakout video for my channel. The fish were set up in a specific way, and we caught some really good ones that day. Today, I'm back to see if that same pattern are still holding, or if they've set up completely different in the past month. All right, let's make a drop on this one at about 14, 15 foot. You saw it. See how you instantly lit up? That one came out of the water like a bass. Mean little dude, get in here. All right, let's take a look at this one at 24. She sees it. Come on. There it is. That looked like a really good fish. Not as good as it looked on the screen. He's gonna ride. All right, so this first stop this morning is where a channel swings into the shoreline. And if you've watched my videos, you know that these crappie like to use these channels as highways because they're right next to deep water. That way, if there's any sudden weather changes, they have that stable water nearby and they don't have to move as far. Got a good fish following right here. He'll just commit. So we'll give this bait another try and we'll switch colors or switch profiles and just see if that makes a difference. All right, here's a decent little school of fish on this main lake point right here next to this deep water. Here comes one. Felt like a little better fish. Oh yeah. Now that's what we came for right there. There we go. Nice 13-inch fish. I have to get the tools out on this one. She inhaled it. Good fish. One thing I've noticed about crappie this time of year is they very seldom stay in the same place very long. You can even come back the next day and they're not there. But they're not going to be far. Another nice fish. Another one goes 13 inches. Beautiful. If you watched my video from last month on this lake, you'll know that these fish are set up quite a bit different. Last video, they were all held in tight schools. Whereas today, I don't see a single tight school of fish. They're just kind of loosely suspended. This is another good fish. Very good fish. I think Willow approves. Good one. That ought to be a little over 12. All right, here's a small school of them. Let's see if we can pick this top one off first. He sees it. There it is. That's a pretty good fish right there. Get in here. All right, there's another 12-inch black. So that is 2 fish out of this small school here that have been a better class, better size. Let's see if we can pick off another one. A lot of times you'll find these fish sized up in schools. The bigger ones usually hang out with each other, and so do the smaller ones. There's a good fish. This one goes about 12. All right, so I'm sitting on a main lake point, getting hit by the wind. We've got deep water right next to us, and these fish are absolutely stacked up out here. Comes one. There it is. Comes a good one. He missed it. Try it again. He didn't miss it that time. All right, so we have established that these bigger fish are definitely by themselves. That's usually the case, but we for sure put it together. I'm seeing little wolf packs of smaller 10, 11-inch fish, but when you see a single all by itself, it's usually a bigger, more aggressive fish. All right, let's take a look at this fish right here at about 24. Now it's coming towards the boat. Let's head it off here. I believe he sees it. There it is. Another good fish. Let's take a look at this fish right here at 22. Drop down here. Nice. Fish are hungry. Another 12-inch fish. Pretty decent fish right here. She sees it. Oh. Man, that was aggressive. That's what I'm talking about right here. Good fish. Get in here. Another 13-inch fish. All right, so one pattern we haven't checked today are flats. I just pulled up to this main lake, kind of a mud flat. It's got some pretty deep water up next to it, but let's see what kind of fish it's holding. If the wind doesn't get too rowdy, we'll catch a few right here. I'm already seeing some good ones on the screen. Let's drop on this fish back here at about 30 foot in front of the boat. There he comes. That wasn't the bigger of the two. Let's see what it is. That's a pretty good crappie though. It's easily a 12-inch. All right, so that's a good sign. I don't see as many fish on this flat, but the ones I'm seeing I think are better quality. Let's take a look at this fish at 28 here. He sees it. There it is. Good fish. Let's take a look at this fish right here. It's quite a bit deeper than I've been fishing. Actually, that one didn't let it fall. That's another good fish. Well guys, it's always interesting to come back to a lake a month later and to see how the pattern has changed. The pattern wasn't exactly the same today, but the fish were in the same areas. They just loosened up. They were no longer in schools and not relating to structure. If you enjoyed coming along on this trip, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button for me. We've got a lot of on the water breakdowns coming up. These fish are starting to transition to their spring patterns, so there's going to be a lot of good content coming your way. I appreciate you guys riding along. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.